continuity, you know, it pays off for them, or as that little from Tavo would say, it can also be their downfall.
Oh, well...
What do you mean? Tavo plays like that too.
Oh, lol.
That's what I love about you, though.
Wood duck, you don't think I've got some good Aussie kind of structure in me?
No,
Discipline?
That's the player that you are. You've got to be both.
It's all good, Woods. That is done and dusted.
I'll remember this.
She says that she's retired, but she'll make a comeback.
Hey, I'm liking the Spanish kit, the bright yellow and the red. I guess that's one thing also when you have weather like this, you know, they have the two different coloured kits for the internationals. They definitely probably have to wear both in a day and get them washed and dried for tomorrow.
Well, I've just seen Charlotte Caslick in there under the dryer in the toilet, drying off the Aussie Pearls jerseys. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do.
Well, that's it.
To keep your players happy.
And we did get the start list for the Australians. It is floating around here, but that's going to be interesting to see because I think we're going to see, I think Parry's going to be on the field for the Australians later. I'm not sure if Kaslik will be joining us for this game tonight or whether she'll be on tomorrow, but I think we're going to see a couple of the bigger name players come out. But that's also part of the tactics of Sevens, that you need those important players that if it's better for them to come in a bit later into the tournament, it's part of the game.
For sure, for the big games, the ones that count. Oh my gosh.
When are they going to do that?
Yeah.
The war dance?
Yeah,
the war
Beck.
dance.
When's the war dance?
You've been
When the
talking about it.
when the coach is happy with their performance, we'll see.
Status quo. The status quo.
All right, Tina's going to kick us off here. Brilliant skills this chick has.
So Fiji in the white, Spain in the gold and yellow jerseys. We're moments away from starting. Now remember, if you're at home, thumbs up. If you're backing Fiji, love hearts for Spain.
There you go. Bang on the 10.
go.
Bang on the 10. Oh, that's ours. I mean,
Whoa.
She's not being neutral here, Marty.
hey,
What
hold
do you
up.
do?
All right.
That's blasphemy.
Come on, give us a crack at the
All right.
I think we need to write up a charter for the box, and when these for tomorrow night when we have to tally up infringements.
Okay. But you can't sit at Switzerland all
Sure I
tourney.
Where am I sitting in this? There's no grease.
Here we go. Fly out wide. Takes it in.
Fiji looking strong now off the bat. They know they can't be slouches against Spain. They're going to work it through the hands.
Nice depth.
Looking very well.
Okay, let's go.
Looking for the gaps. Good running up the middle there from Namasi. She comes, nearly blows the tackle.
Good
of
work.
Decoros. Off the back, there's Sabu.
Oh, check this chick out.
There we go. Baya Basili going through the gap. Will she shimmy her way through?
Now she's playing. All right. Well done.
She's over in the corner. That's first blood going to
Basali.
Fiji.
Yep.
Now, that was a really interesting run because they really were probing on that Spain defence, and they kept them going backwards, kept them going left, right, sideways, and then the Fijians just waited till the door opened up wide enough and she went straight through.
Yes, she's a big, powerful runner, that one. Only 22 years of age, and she has made the dream team quite a few times in the HSBC series. One to watch out for.
And obviously, I wouldn't say this season, it's been Fiji's best in the HSBC. Like, there hasn't been, I guess they haven't had the same familiar win rate that they've had in previous years, but there's still a lot of games to be played, so they've got a lot of time to kind of grow into the competition.
Yeah, they were really hoping to put that behind them this weekend and, you know, just go out there and try and get back to their old form. This is kind of a new start for them heading into the Com Games.
And we're straight into it. The Fijians looking strong on the outside, running on.
Oh, gosh.
Ningira is there, but the ball didn't get to her, but she'll pick it off from the back. Offloads it, one. They're going to keep sending it through the hands. Bit of an inside step and a fend. Oh, passes the rock over the top.
Oh.
Fumbled by Namasi.
Yeah. Fumble or chip?
Fumble.
I'm calling a fumble.
If she had got one more pass out wide, they would have been through, but this is the game.
Well, I think it's fair to say the Fijians, they're really bringing it up to the Spaniard. Like, you see, they're sitting up in their half.
Yes, they are.
Like, they're not wasting a single beat. And he'll go a scrum for the Spaniards. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do here. You reckon they're going to be looking for the run out, or do you think they might put it on the toe?
I think they'll shift it wide quite early.
They do have pace out wide.
Yeah.
That's a heavy run from
straight through the middle.
Decours. That was a good running back on the inside line there from Decours. Really strong. Here they come again. Martinez Garcia flings it out wide, finds the player in the form of Fernandez, who
Good
offloads
hit.
it, finds Ribera. Ribera, one of the ones to watch this game.
Well done.
And the Spaniards, good aggression.
Nice. There you go. Rongitha again. Smallest player in the park. Nangasau's fending people off.
And the Fijians going for the corner. And she'll take a good try by Anna Namasi.
Cool. Okay, and Rawai for the kick.
Will she get this, Tavo?
Oh my. This is a preferred side, so there's a better chance of it.
What do you mean? She's in the Fijian side. She's already said it this game. Of course she's going to get it.
I didn't say that.
She's got the distance.
Oh, but we.
No, there we
That's
go.
the wonderful
Look at
thing
her.
about this. We can rewind and find this, but like you said, great vision here from Fiji. They're
Yeah.
Spain did some good work up the middle, but I think they're going to have to work a little bit harder than the Fijians. Holding onto that ball is going to be
gosh.
even more critical for the Spanish.
It feels like Fiji have come out to play. They're not taking anything.
Spain too lightly.
Here come the Spanish. A few little switches in the mix. They're going to keep going.
Oh, Nangasau's shoulder again.
She's met it twice now.
Yeah.
Ribera's had a few good runs on this close swing. They're going to spread it through the hands. Good pass there from Decours.
Oh! Oh!
Now, the interesting thing with this is going to be, and this is, I find, it's a hard one because it's a hard. I feel like I think this is not just in sevens, it's in 15s, it's in 10s. That it's almost like they're not encouraging to look for the intercepts because, like, I think there's a lot of gamble and risk involved with it. You know, probably high risk, high reward, but for the 9 times out of 10 you don't get it right. We're seeing a lot of people spending some time in the bin.
Step,
So they'll be down to 6 players.
Oh, that's a good lineup.
Yeah, well, we've got it.
Oh, that's 2!
Easy, Tiger. All right, let's see what Fiji can do here. These two work well together.
There's a bit of
Tina's
chip in
kicked it
place.
down.
The bounce is favourable. Oh,
Fernandez.
there we go.
Let's go.
And that is...
And Rongitha's over the ball again.
Leave! That pressure from the Fijians is just unbelievable.
Okay, good luck with this one.
Now the Fijians, they're going to go back a little bit, but there's that good offload. They're going to keep working it around the corner, back in on the inside, finds the hands of Tinai. They're going to keep going through.
This girl's skills.
Oh! And that was a great...
Knock forward in the tackle.
Yeah. That's
tackle.
close to a yellow card, but...
I don't know. I think that was a bit legit. I think that's just the case of Miss Fiji might have been standing a bit flat-footed. The Spaniards come in with the force of a thousand sisters and just ploughed it. Well, I think if we can get a replay on that, we'll find out. I think we might be passing. I think. Come on, I know. Beck Fiji Tavo here is. That must have been a card.
No, easy, guys.
Oh.
Look.
Fiji, good scrum coming off the back, strong running from Nagata as she comes through. Oh, bit of kicking around the breakdown. Going to have to be careful after that new rule change. It could be a bit questionable, but it's all good. Sabu goes on with it. Here goes Spain, hitting hard.
Space.
Martina Garcia going. Martinez Garcia. She'll try and keep it in. Good resourcefulness from the Spaniards, but they'll kick it out for their efforts.
Half-time.
And that'll be half time. That was an intense...
That was.
7 minutes.
Good half.
Yeah.
By both teams.
And the other thing was, not much in the way of stoppages. That was a really continual 7 minutes. I'm not sure we even had a scrum. I think we might have had one scrum. But one line out as well. So that's pretty interesting. Now, let's see, the Fijians, what will they be talking about in their camp?
I think we better pass that one on to Tavo there with the Fijians.
The Prime Minister of Fiji.
Pardon? I won't be biased, but I'll talk about the Spaniards. I think just in defence, They need to shift as a unit. At the moment, they seem to be just going up, biting, and I know that you do have to put pressure on the Fijians, but when they bite, Fijians love broken defence. They're the masters of it. So as soon as the Spaniards bite, they opens up that space, creates opportunity.
I reckon that big tackle from Martinez Garcia, I reckon that's probably lit a bit of a fire underneath the Spaniards' bums. And I think
turning point.
And that's going to switch them on a bit more, because I think it's fair to say the Fijians have been running a bit of a muck in this half, and it's been a bit... You know, they haven't really been chained down at all by any heavy defence. All right, Fiji camp, come on.
No.
The god of Fiji, come on.
I'm happy with how the girls have come out to play. Like, they want to be here. I can feel that from them. And their support play is a lot better. Little Ron Githers running amok in at the breakdown. She's a pest.
Gotta love those pests.
Yeah, so let's see if they can hold on to that.
Well, I think the last 2.5 minutes of that half, Spain really started to bring it back, and it's been, I think, quite a 50-50 game. It's been the arm wrestle that we've seen in a few games in the back end of the first half.
Yeah.
So the Spanish now, they got the head of steam. They just got to stay like the raging bull and keep going ahead, because 10 points, Fiji. Not much in it.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of this one here, Patricia Garcia, the number 4 for Spain. If she can get her hand on the ball a little bit more, that'll help her country out.
Oh, ring-a-ding-ding. That's right where you want it. And that
Oh,
is such a...
Oh, Nati just took her for a ride there.
To China.
And who we got?
Topographically, she was actually going south, but, you know, it's a bit of geography
Yeah,
issues
we've
there
got
with
Mr.
that.
Geography
But
over
that's
here.
all right. Here we go. Fiji. Oh, off the toe. It's safe.
Kicked it back.
Spain will get it. This is very good for Spain. They're in a good field position.
Oh.
She's helped her.
Boratia's going through. Can she keep going? And that's the importance about making sure you get sticking those tackles.
Put it down.
Other way.
Put it down.
Okay.
And that was very lucky for Fiji, because I think that highlights anyone at home, especially in sevens. If you're going to make a tackle, you've got to commit to it, because if you let them slip, a lot can happen as a result. Oh, and that's
Who's that?
just
Nate Sabu.
strong.
Oh, she's out.
Okay.
I think the tides are about to change right now.
Oh, I think the physicality's been dialed to about 10 for this
great.
half, because I mean, you see, that's the interesting thing. I think there's a bit of an idea that the Fijians are starting to realise, we can't kind of get away with much of that anymore, because the Spanish are starting to show up and they're putting shoulders in. So
Dropping the shoulder.
yeah, that's it.
Oh,
and
the Spanish do love this contact.
that's a
Oh,
good, clean
yeah.
line out for them.
Perfect.
Great take by Boratieta.
Okay.
Here they go, bit of hustle and bustle there from Casado. She gets the offload, standing still. But she's gone forward. She's pulled about 5 metres from it, so it's very good for the Spaniards. Here they go now. Going to work it through the hands.
Oh.
Good heavy run through some
here we
space there.
go.
Don't want to let
Garcia.
her go.
Garcia. So the eyes get wide.
The ball.
Oh.
Oh, there's feet in the kick in the rock.
And I think that's new rules straight
Garcia,
up
you
right
got
there.
it.
And Garcia's got the runs. She's got the run there. She's got a good offload. Finds the hands of play.
Well done. That's Nangasau. Oh, no release. Okay.
Back we go.
They've got to
Spanish
score from this.
Garcia.
Okay.
Open the door, smell the cheese.
She definitely deserves this. Look at all the
She's
work
not
she's
happy
put
about
in
that.
2-3 phases before that. She deserves that try.
Yeah, very interesting there for the Spaniards. They kept their momentum up, and I guess you two will agree this in sevens, like those rolling penalties, I think they happen a lot more often in sevens than you see in 15s, because you instinctively, you're getting pressured. If you're having to keep going back 10 metres a hit, you're getting pressured, you're getting frustrated, you want to slow it down, but in doing that, they're just going to keep marching out the field.
Yeah, you let that ball go in a penalty, you've got to get back.
And that's what was happening over in the Sydney Sevens last weekend. There was very rarely any downtime. You'll see here again, Garcia, quick tap,
Oh,
gets low, dives over.
Well, that's the first use of one of the new rules that came out this week of the no kicking within the ruck. So there you go.
okay.
First for everything. That's
Yes.
Fiji.
Good battle here. She's got it. Well done. Oh.
You weren't on the ball. Way go.
I think she's going to have to be a bit careful there, Rusilla. She's having a bit of chat to the ref in the last couple of minutes.
She could be known for that. All right, let's see. It's a big couple of minutes coming up.
Good nudge by Garcia. And, yeah, much the even affair for this second half. We've only got about 3 minutes left in it.
11.
And the Spanish are just nipping at the Fijians' heels.
And watch this. Nangato's on, number 1 for Fiji. They call her Arnold, actually, after Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, really? I
No
didn't.
joke.
I couldn't see that at all. And here we go. They're looking in defence. That's a really wise call by the Spanish.
She's got it. Nangato's come on.
Leave it.
She didn't have any options there. She was isolated, but all the Fijians just swamped right in, and that's great work from them. They've all rallied into that singular point, and that's very valuable.
Fiji should take their time.
Well, they haven't had the ball for the last 4 minutes, so let's see what they have here.
There's only 2.5
Okay,
left.
Tina, see this chick play.
Running hard on the outside. Now Marcy going in. She'll be brought down. The Spanish, they're working
Well
hard.
done. Holding on to that ball.
Fijians spreading it. They've
they
got
get it
numbers
wide?
out wide. She's just got to look. Longato sends it out into the hands of Ningata. She goes through. Very, very strong from the Fijians. Here's the big Ningato, a.k.a. Arnold, as she is affectionately called by her teammates. And there's a bit of a chip in play.
Oh, gosh. Two players out there. Oh, I don't know if that's the option I would have taken, but it is.
Yeah, you can't be intentionally hitting it out of the field of play like that. That's
Is that 6 on 6?
No.
no, to be 7 on 6. So Fijians with the numerical lead in both score and players. Oh, great hands there. Silky smooth touches. And you are going to be hard pressed to slow this lady down.
Okay.
But they get her. Very well done by the Spanish. They're holding on. The Spanish, I think they're going to be with only 6 players for most of this second half now. Loose ball, knocked forward. No, all good. Fijians keeping the fire alive.
Oh. They better get up and get
They've
back.
got 1 minute to go.
No, but you slowed it down. Same result.
This is an all or nothing approach.
This is it.
And just down to you and me, Woodsy. 10-5.
In contest. Last one you did.
Beck's heading down. She'll try and nab one of the winners after the game, but this is close.
Yeah, I think it's...
Time's back.
And you see very wise move here from Fiji. They've sacrificed. They don't actually have to. They've got the overlap on the outside. Oh, and that's going to be everything that they need.
Christmas has come early for Fiji.
Christmas in February. All very late.
Don't trap her in there.
Oh,
You can't.
not when you got 10 seconds to go.
And you're down a player. That's very risque. But I think the Spanish have just been...
Fiji will probably just take their time here.
Absolutely.
Suck up that time.
They'll wait to hear the refs beeping watch. And
They
then
might
they'll
kick
look.
it out, yeah.
That's full time. Fiji have come away with the goods. 10 points to 5 over Spain. Woodsy, I think a great game, but I think the problem for Spain was it was just a little bit, even though, you know, they showed up at the back end of the first half, it was a little too I can't even get the words out.
They left their run too late, Marty. That's what you're trying to say, mate, isn't it?
Yes. Too little, too late. I got it. Bang.
I got your back.
But yeah, I just felt like it was that one definitive hit from Martinez Garcia in at the end of the first half that switched Spain on, but they just didn't. They needed it earlier.
Yeah, and they need more players to take that step up. You know, when you're playing against Fiji, you can't just have number 4 Garcia for Spain, you know, putting her hand up, yeah, I'm going to take my team forward. You'd need at least 2 or 3 others to go, yeah, guys, come on, push comes to shove.
And, yeah, exactly right. But the thing is, they tried to get